Thanks for tapping into MontrealHipHop.info, your local one-stop shop for all Montreal hip-hop news. I'm your host, Lex Luthah, hitting you with your local vocal 514 podcast, where we feature not only rappers, but anything hip-hop in the Montreal region. So this week, our guest is SHOBIZ 514. What's up, homie? You good?
Hey, yo, it's your boy SHOBIZ. Shout out to my dudes over at Montreal Hip Hop Info having me out again. Respect. It's always nice to be able to sit down and have an interview with somebody, even if it's like this.
Respect, Biz. Thanks for coming back, man. And as the weather gets better this summer, we'll be doing it outside, you know what I mean? Mix it up a little bit, man. So question number one is...
I know you from the Oddballers, but you rock with multiple squads. Can you break down the different movements that you're part of and how each one brings out a different side of you?
We just gonna hop right into it. As far as being affiliated with different groups, I make a lot of moves with the Oddballers and I've made moves with the Regulators, mostly because their vision and my vision of what I'm doing with Below the Tracks lines up. A lot of what I do is for the people. Regulators is for the people. They're for the streets. It's a movement, right? Oddballers puts me in a lot of different places that sometimes I wouldn't have the opportunity to get to. Oddballers had me all the way up north in Wamenji, one of the indigenous reserves, one of the Cree Nations, last summer to be able to do a show out there for the kids. So it really depends on if it aligns with what I'm doing as an artist and with my brand. And if it makes sense, then I'm willing to work and I'm willing to make a lot of different moves. It all depends.
Oh shit, yeah, that's what's up, yo. I fuck with Regulators, man. Shout out to 730, man. Y'all got the craziest gear out there. I need to cop me some of those, man. But back on the Oddballers tip, yo, the fact that you went up north to Wamenji to rock a concert out there, man, that's fire, man. That's beautiful people, beautiful land. Must have been amazing experience, man. Shout out to y'all for even doing that, man. But yo, question number two is...
I see you guys are opening for Uncle Murder on May 28th. Big moves. Seems like you and the team are getting booked on the regular. Must feel good to have schedules with back-to-back shows. Do you have a manager handling that, or are you lining up those shows for yourself?
So, May 28th, Uncle Murder, yeah. Oddballers are definitely going to be in the building with me. Shout out my dudes, the Oddballers. Well, that's more of a SHOBIZ Below the Tracks type set. It just makes sense for what I do as an artist to open for another artist like Uncle Murder. I think it matches the vibes that are going to be happening that night. The venue's definitely going to be filled with a lot of people who are going to appreciate the bars that I provide as well as that gutter, edgy sound. So it's just going to make sense for the night. I'm going to bring out a couple of special guests with me. I'm not going to tell you too much about that. I got DJ Blaster. He's going to be doing my set that night. We're just going to have fun. But this is what you put in all the work for. You want to be able to show up and show out for events like this. So I'm happy that I was able to get the opportunity. As far as having back-to-back shows, shout out my dudes out there at Golden Star. They got me out there on the 20th of April. We're going to be rocking out with the Oddballers because, you know, like I said, they put me in places and give me opportunities that sometimes I might not be able to get. It's 50-50. Like I said, the Golden Star show, the Oddballers helped me get that one. The Uncle Murder one, I actually send a lot of my own emails, so I felt that it was only right that I sent the email myself, had the correspondence open, and luckily for me, I got the opportunity to get it.
Aw, shit. Yo, I used to do promo for Golden Star, man. So I know exactly what type of venue that is. That's gonna be crazy, man. And if the weather is getting warm by then, by April 20th, by Easter, yo, you know they had a beach in the back, right? So they're gonna open up the terrace. That's gonna be crazy. You know what? I might just pull up. I might have to pull up. I might just pull up. No, straight up. Question number 3 is...
You're not just rapping, you do promo, multimedia, and event planning as well. How do these business moves influence your music, and how do they open up new lanes for you as an artist?
Appreciate you. Yeah, I do a lot as an artist, promoter, content creator. Everybody's a content creator nowadays, so that doesn't really mean too much. You have to be if you're going to do anything nowadays. Social media and creating content is a part of how you're going to sell your brand and sell your product. But I don't let too much of a crossover. I got Montreal Hidden Hits for the promo, for putting on events, working with different artists, networking. But showbiz is showbiz, below the tracks is below the tracks, and I can't ever really get that confused with any of the other stuff. The content creation, the video edits. I do a lot of my own cover arts. I put a lot of my own stuff together, but it's different and it doesn't feel like it's the same type of work. I like the fact that I've taken the time to learn a lot of different skills to give me different opportunities and different outlets to be able to push my product and my brands. But yeah, it's all different because it has to be.
And salute to you, man. I've been seeing you, man. I saw you at that Logan joint. I saw you at 2061. Even saw you at Belmont, man. So you definitely doing your thing. I didn't know you was doing video editing too. Maybe we might need to connect on that. So listen, man. Question number 4 is...
You've also been making waves as a solo artist. I like that Unleashed track that you did with Rico Blocks on that Mr. Roswell beat. How does your approach change when doing collabs versus either working with solo artists or groups that you're more familiar with?
For the most part, though, I am a solo artist. If you look at a lot of the music and a lot of my earlier stuff that I did, the only person that I really made music with was my dude Shvelly. A lot of the earlier bookings, a lot of the earlier shows, a lot of the earlier opportunities that I got, I was the one out here networking, making the moves, sending the emails, making sure people didn't forget the name SHOBIZ. The more opportunities I got, the more I had a chance to showcase my artistry to the people. If it wasn't for the moves that I was making as a solo artist and having all these different caps as we just discussed, I probably wouldn't be sitting here with you now. I wouldn't have the opportunity to open for Uncle Murder. There's a lot of things that I might not have had the opportunity to do if I wasn't pushing myself as a solo artist. So it's nice to make music with other people. It's nice to make moves with other people. But at the end of the day, I and every other artist has to take the time to push themselves as an artist, as a brand, as an entity, because that's the only way people are going to take you as an individual seriously. You still got to make sure that you hold yours down, because if you don't, nobody else will. So that's how I see it. I got my own branding below the tracks. I got my own promo if I wanted to push it like that through Montreal Hidden Hits. My dude Shvelly helps me cover a lot of the videos. We do a lot of music together. So a lot of this shit started in-house. Work don't stop. I appreciate the opportunities that I do get to make moves with other people, but it's below the tracks all day, every day. Let's get it.
Y'all heard that, right? You heard what my man SHOBIZ just said, right? Fuck with yourself first and foremost, man. He just dropped a gem on y'all, man. As long as you have your own foundation, then you could branch out and get your clan and your clique and all of that. But until you got your shit on lock, ain't no reason to talk, right? But other than that, anything else you want to promote before you go, my man?
Again, appreciate you having me out. May 28th, Uncle Murder. April 20th, Golden Star. We making moves, and that's just the beginning. We outside all summer. Again, one more time, shout out the Regulators, and shout out my dudes over at the Oddballers. SHOBIZ, I'm out.
But cry for the rest is history. Slope slippery, fail, get no sympathy. Literally, I'm the one to beat, can't penetrate the D. Elite TB, Lucien Boutet. How I duck and weave superior like Le Portier. Get my weed, prochaine arrêt, c'est Henri. To the dome, I take a dime piece. Unleashed, IQ after the trader OG. I'm a beast. Shaq Lakers 3.